Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Nerd Rant. I'm Dr. Zombrain,
And I'm Junior Wolf.
and as of today, or as of yesterday, the game has officially been cleared.
I'm sorry, I'm missing two things right now. One of them is you're Seth, and I'm JJ.
Yes.
You forgot like the
There's
second
a
half.
reason why I didn't use our names though, because game attack. Anyway, so I didn't realize this because it doesn't feel like it. But you know how SAO, like, year-wise, because it's set in the future, right? Sword Art Online is set in the future, right? Started in 2022.
Okay.
Yesterday was when the game was cleared in the show. November 7th, 2025.
Like cleared as in finished, beat.
Like they beat the boss and everyone was like released from Sword Art Online.
Okay.
And that doesn't feel like it's been 3 years, because I remember we were talking about that. It's like, oh, SAO's happening this year, and they were doing all the VR stuff. And now but that was like, you know, we skipped forward in time like 3 years. It doesn't feel like it's been 3 years, but that actually happened 3 years ago, the whole Nerve Gear thing.
Bruh.
And that was crazy. I didn't realize that till today when I was scrolling TikTok and seeing all these edits.
Lovely.
That's not what we're talking about, but that was just a little fun, stupid thing.
Yeah, I don't really have another anime to like tease you
didn't
with. You
think
got that
so.
one way too fast, and it upset me.
Too fast? How long do you think that was going to realistically take me? I know you didn't realize it when you started, but this was one of the bigger ones. And again, I'm not
but
expecting
it's
to
not
watch
like
some
within the
trash
typical
isekai.
genre that you watch. So I kind of figured
What
that
do you
it might-
mean? I watch romance. I watch I watch fantasy. I watch slice of life. I watch mystery.
Okay, let me rephrase it. Let me
Psychological.
rephrase it. You don't typically talk to me about the fantasy animes. Yeah, you talk about like, I mean, I guess One Piece would technically be considered a fantasy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'd say more fantasy than sci-fi. Well, at
Yeah,
the same time, we have future giant robots and like, you know, stuff like that.
But most of the
know.
stuff you end up talking to me about is different than that genre.
Yeah, but I also do make it clear that I watch any and every type of anime.
Yeah. But I don't know. I guess I didn't expect you to get it that quickly. I kind of wanted the game to go on a little bit longer. Next
It
time,
doesn't
no
matter,
cheating
it's
and talking to people.
Bro, next time I'm just gonna start if it's male or female, like main character. That's gonna narrow it down by like 100. Like, I didn't even think of that. Like, that's such a... I asked Battle Shonen, which is a good one. I should have just, you know, basic guess who. Male or female. Like, that's on me for not starting with that. That is basic guess who.
Bruh.
Anyway,
You're
we're
gonna maybe
talking
find
about...
like the nichest anime just to make it difficult for you to guess.
I've probably seen it.
Anyway,
we're
Fortnite,
talking
guys.
about Fortnite. Lots of Fortnite stuff is happening. So where do we start? Let's start with the end of last season. I did get to 200. Did I? By the last 20? Yeah.
I did not. I think I ended at like level 70, 80, something like that.
Yeah, but I did get there. I got the final reward. Still going strong after it's every season, which I still don't know if you remember, but I remember how surprised I was that we reached max level, like not 100 but 200 in season 7. Got the prismatic Rick Sanchez, and the following season we got like 360. Like we blew that out of the park.
Yeah.
Those were the days. These are not the days.
No, these are not.
So let's see. What happened at the end of last season?
Bugs, alien. Oh yeah, we had the stupid tree event. Okay, let's start here. The stupid treehouse event. So this event was expected to be awesome. Like the leakers were.
No.
No.
It was advertised as a mini event. It was originally shown as a mini event.
It was advertised as a mini event, but the
Okay.
way the leakers were talking about it and the files that they were saying, like they were like, this is a big file. Like this mini event has a similar file size to bigger events, and there's a lot of tags in here that like would match up with it being bigger and more interactive than some mini events we've gotten in the past. And so we went in expecting, at least the people who read the leaks were expecting it to be like a bit more of an event, not like huge mech battle level event, but like more than what we got. But we have I'm pretty sure I remember we called like after the event and talked about it.
Yeah.
And I remember saying to you, this was my hugest thing. Like I was sitting there with Lexi as we watched it, and I remember like being angry at the screen, and she was so confused. Jonesy is not the right Jonesy.
Okay.
They got Jonesy the flippin' first in this event. That's not the Jonesy that should be here.
What Jonesy should be here? Because realistically, isn't that Jonesy still in the Foundation fighting Geno?
As far as I'm aware, the Jonesy that has been used in this entire chapter and the one before it is Underground Jonesy. Is that his name?
Yeah.
I forget it. The one with the long trench coat and the sunglasses. That's the Jonesy that they've been using for voice lines, for audio logs, for quests, all of that when it comes to the story-related Jonesy. That's been the one. And then all of a sudden, out of their butts, they pulled Jonesy the first. Who did they put on this? Because they got it so wrong.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think this is the right version of Hope in the battle tab for quests.
I don't think so either, but you know what? I'll take it. Hope, sure. Outfit change, she only has like 3 outfits. I understand if you get like a different
5
like
now.
Sure. Either way, it's not nearly as many as Jonesy, and her outfits are not like lore dependent. It's not like the different Hope outfit has huge lore implications. But with Jonesy the First has been a crucial lore piece for the entirety of the game. You can't just pull him out of the vault of lore characters and be like, he's here and he's actually the same Jonesy that we've been talking to the past 3 chapters. No!
You can. They did. And here we are. Deal with it.
Anyways.
Let's also not talk about, like, okay, so I would love to sit here for the next hour, because realistically, we could spend the next 5 talking about the portal gun, where the tentacle monster is, the fact that, like, it looks like Geno's mask in the... This is not a lore episode, because realistically, whatever we talk about is wrong. I don't think either of us really know what's going on. So I'm just gonna cut it here.
Talk about though, because I'm sure people have played the season, right? I'm sure you have already experienced it. You know your thoughts. I'm sure you're excited to hear our thoughts and all, but we don't have to update you on everything. You're here to listen to us complain about a game, and I think you know that.
Honestly, yeah, but that's the problem. I don't even have enough passion to care about the story. I still care about the cosmetics and the gameplay, because here's the thing. Story's dead, right? I really don't care. Whereas
it might be coming back, Seth.
We'll get there. At the end of the podcast, we'll talk about that. But I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm still excited for what creative can be. So there's other parts of the gameplay that I still care about, and like monetization that I care about, because it could show massive success. The story's dead. I just don't care. Speaking of which, do you know what's really sad? Do you know what was brought up to me again recently in my For You page? Remember the Battle Royale that Cypher PK, Nick A30, Courage JD, Ninja, and Nick Merckx was gonna make?
Oh yeah, what happened to that?
Well, they even said creative wasn't ready, because I think we were all expecting UEFN to be bigger than what it was day 1.
Mm-hmm.
And we are still waiting on UI. Like, we still don't have proper custom. Like, people have found a way, but like proper custom UI still is not here. And it's been, what was that? That was beginning of chapter 5, right?
Uh-huh.
So all of chapter 5 and now all of chapter 6. It has been a full 2 years and we still don't have custom UI. I don't think it's happening anymore, because I actually don't know if you saw, someone actually got the domain, the Twitter handle. And they're just milking it. But like, even if they wanted to, like, I don't even fault them. It's like, what are you supposed to do? Like, I think the hype's died down fully, but like, I don't know. I also just think, realistically, like 2 years ago, BR was still a thing. I really just don't care about a BR. Like, look at what OG is. Like, we actually got another version of Fortnite Battle Royale, and look, that was handled horribly, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But then on top of that, it just splits the player base. Like, I just don't think it'd even be a good thing to make a creator-made battle royale. Like, that's splitting, because then you have all the Cypher PK and all these YouTuber people. That's like a big thing. They might play that, and that's gonna take 10, 20,000 people. Now, that's not a lot, but when right now we're at 300K, right? Simpsons season, that's pretty good numbers. But last season, we were struggling player count wise. So taking 20K away from just normal builds, that's not good.
Yeah, that would not end well.
So yeah, I don't know where it's going, but I'm still, like, that's still where my focus is and what I really want to see succeed in Fortnite. It's not necessarily that they're a multi-billion-dollar company. They don't need more money, but for creators, and I want to see where the economy goes for Fortnite. The story-wise, it's gone. Like, what? What are we doing? Let's talk about the event real quick.
Sad. Oh my god.
So, the event was awful.
Yeah, it was that little animation, and then you get a tentacle squid monster that pops up, and then suddenly we're in a Simpsons episode, and it's just like the weird aliens come, and then they, like, I don't know, want to breed with the tentacle monster, so they're like trying to...
By the way, I love that, because that is a retcon to Fortnite themselves saying there'll be no sex in Festival or Lego. They have retconned themselves.
But yeah, they do that, and then they merge the island and Springfield together when trying to travel back, and that's how we ended up here.
I want to say, what was the music event? The first one, Prelude, right?
The music event?
Yeah. Prelude, right? Where it was the concert in Times Square.
Oh, yeah.
I want to say, a lot of people think that's a really bad event. I agree. It's not that great of an event. I think it is a better event than this because at least there was more gameplay.
Mm-hmm. I mean, even if
it was more
gameplay,
technically,
it was like
really
innovative.
Technical. It was really innovative. This was just my problem is why, even if it's a mini event, why build it up for this when we could have sat down and just watched a cinematic on YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no point. Like the gameplay, like, if we were in the ship or something, right? If we were fighting with Jonesy and we're flying through first person, that'd be different. But it wasn't. It was just an animation. Now, don't get me wrong. It was a good animation. I liked it. It was funny, especially when we got to the actual Simpsons episode. It was really good. And then you have the 0 point, like, all this other stuff. It was cool. Some references. I like the style. But it wasn't like an event. It was just...
Yeah, it was just an animation. Like that. Yeah. That's all it really was. And like you said, it was good. It was a good animation. It was. I feel it was both respectful to Fortnite and The Simpsons.
Yes.
However, it should not have been an event.
Also, that is also why the file size was so large, because it was full HD animation.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That explains it.
It was a full 10 minutes. Sure, that's like, I was looking through, purging my PlayStation and some files. I have like hour-long videos and they're almost 8 gigabytes, right? Sure, it's only 10 minutes. Let's count it 7 to 9 minutes or so, proper animation and video and stuff. That's honestly a lot. That's like, even if that's half a gigabyte.
Mm-hmm.
For an event file size, that's really large, because I feel like a lot of the events are 100 megabytes or so, right?
Yeah, somewhere around
or
that.
so even even if it's 200 megabytes, that's really large for a file size, but that's because it's just a video. There is no gameplay at all other than standing there.
Yeah, but hey, event sucked.
And then the season launch was worse.
It was rough.
I don't think it's as bad. I don't think it's as bad as Myths and Mortals, purely because there was way more hype building up to Myths and Mortals. Like, I don't know if you remember the trailers dropping for the gods, that, like, the TikToks and everything, and just the theme itself, but it also was a full season. This is just an ad. I like The Simpsons. I think we'll talk about the season. I think it was done well. I think it is much better than the Star Wars season. But it's still just an ad to me. like, I just don't care about these. I haven't liked the collab season since original Marvel.
I feel like this is probably the best collab season we've gotten, and that's not to say like I think it's the best theme, because Simpsons, I've never seen an episode of The Simpsons in my life, but the way that they did it, I feel is well respected. Like, Simpsons alone was a hard sell for me, right? Like, I was not thrilled. I was not excited for this. I was debating just not playing this mini season in general. But you know what? They have sold it to me. I honestly, I really like the way that they have set this up, the way that they've done this. And I think one of the main draws for me was the cel-shaded map.
Which, I'm also going to be honest, in my opinion, I just feel like Fortnite also hasn't really done well with cel-shaded. I'd say this is the best cel-shaded, but like, I don't know, just something about Fortnite, and I think it's the fact that the skins don't have any cel-shading around them. Like, and I don't mean we need cel-shaded skins, but I don't know, like, it was a perspective thing, but when you were in the treehouse on the last map, you actually had a little bit of a cel shading around you. So they could easily add an effect just to make every skin slightly cel shaded when you're on the normal BR map. And it's like, oh, but I don't want cel shaded skin. Then I'm gonna tell all the people that don't like the modern mechanics or don't like the OG mechanics, don't play that mode. You have reload, you have blitz, you have OG, and you have all of creative if you don't like cel shaded.
Yeah.
Like, then don't, like, shut up.
It's a bit of a weird mix, but honestly, this is the kind of stuff that I wish we got more of in Fortnite, because
just innovation and unique.
It's innovation. It's different. It's not the same 4K UHD Unreal Engine 5 like high quality map thing.
Was cool
again.
Chapter 4 Season 1. And then Chapter 5 came around. I'm like, okay, so is this GTA, like, with, like, certain POIs? Is this GTA, or is this Fortnite? Because
Fortnite came out, and it was stylized. People liked that it was stylized. And then it lost that stylization to realism. And this feels like a callback to that stylization. Even if it's not the same classic Fortnite look, it is... You can tell that it is Fortnite because of the way that they stylized it. And so,
I will say, though, I do agree, and I am happy that they're experimenting. My problem is when they use the main BR. When we have all of these other modes like Blitz and Reload, that they can easily have unique maps instead of just giving us other POIs. Like, the Blitz map is just Chapter 4 bits. They could make an entirely unique Blitz and Reload map, which, by the way, if we look right now, are they the most played modes? No. But if we look at them right here and we look at their player count,
how many filler words can you use before you finally get to see the number?
I don't see Blitz. There's no Blitz.
It's there.
I went to other experiences by Epic, and Blitz isn't here. What was the other mode? Reload, that's right. So Reload has 30,000 for normal. Reload ranked as 4,000. Reload 0 builds. That's 30, 40, 50,000 people. Like,
if we're assuming that they're both around the same, and I'm
experiment.
gonna bet that Blitz is a little higher, so let's say...
I'd say maybe another 40,000 for that.
Yeah,
so
let's say like
that's almost
130,000, 140,000.
that they can use to experiment with stuff. Is that the entire 3 million people that were on today? No. But that's enough people to experiment.
Here's what I think. I think stuff like this is perfect for small maps. Like, they already said,
Reload.
like, this map that we have right now is an 80 player map because it's smaller, right? They knocked down the player count because the map was slightly smaller. If they take advantage of that and just say, okay, smaller map, let's use it in one of our modes that takes advantage of a smaller map, modes like Blitz or Reload. If they make maps like this, like, imagine, like, I've always come back to this, but Season X, all those different, like, environments that they had, and all the different, like, you had the, what was it? You had Borderlands, you had, what was it, Arkham? Was that one of them?
You had Gotham City, Borderlands, whatever. You had Tilted
like,
Town.
Those
Greasy
themes,
Road.
those, they all
Rift
have
zones.
different feels to each other. You could easily do something like that for each map of
Imagine
these
that for
smaller
Blitz.
modes.
Imagine Blitz with Rift zones. Like, that's the entire map, is the Rift zone.
Like, that would be awesome. Or, like, even something as simple as, like, what season was it? One of them had, like, air tubes. It was like a futuristic
that was
season.
Season 9.
Season 9?
What about Chapter 3, Season... was it 3 or 4 with those rift biomes that was different biomes every match. Remember, like like it was either Coral Castle. It was
yeah.
like it was different each match. It was one of those like 3 or 4 different styles.
But if they take this idea and use it on something like one of these smaller modes, not only do they have to then make up less crap to fill the map, but they can use that like niche to its fullest. And there's so many different niches out there that they can do, and they're only replacing this map every few months. So it's not like they have to pump out so many of them. But you know what? That gives people not only more incentive to play other modes than just the basic BR, but on top of that, it allows you to use your engine that you've been advertising with this game to its fullest and like make these cool experiences that people want to interact with. And then they can go back to the BR that they know and love when they're done with it.
Do you know what actually makes me really annoyed? Those rift biomes. Imagine, I'm sad we don't have anything like that anymore where each match, the map is literally different. Imagine we got generative land and every match could be like blitz match, could be a combination of 3 to 5 rift zones and or those types of things. So it's a Gotham City mixed with Borderlands mixed with Coral Castle Bugle. Every match would be like a combination.
Every single POI we've had ever in the history of Fortnite, you compile them all, you just have them in there, and then it just randomly selects like 3, 4, 5 of them, and then just auto-generates the terrain in between to make it make it smooth terrain.
That's what I mean, like generatives, like there's terrain in between, and these POIs could be different every match. Imagine a mode like that. Like imagine something like that for Blitz, making it so dynamic.
It would be
every
awesome.
match would be amazing. By the way, I actually want to talk about Blitz. Have you played Blitz this season yet?
I've played a little bit of it.
They killed it. What they do to Blitz? So for the people that don't know, Blitz was the RPG 0 build mode. Still waiting for build mode. We're obviously not getting that. But part of the fun of it was all of the boons and all of the medallions. It was a very roguelike, super crazy, fast-paced mode. A bunch of powers, right? It's all gone. There's no medallions or boons at all.
They removed boons and medallions, which is so dumb because they did it in favor of random mythics. Like now you just get like an SMG.
We already got that.
Every player gets like an SMG, which is so dumb because the thing that made it fun is every match, what boon am I gonna get? What medallion am I gonna get?
That changes it. Infinite ammo, infinite nitro, or like a dash medallion. Like that right there are 3 very different types of matches that are very fun depending on the chaotic guns that you get. Now I get 5 mythic flapjack rifles. Excuse me?
It's so much more.
And if I kill an
boring.
enemy, I just get the same gun because everyone starts with the same gun. There's another problem I have with Blitz. So did you remember how we talked in that call and we were looking through the files and everything? And you're like, oh, look at this cool back bling. And we're like, oh, it's like Chapter 4, Season 1 with that skull back bling where the more wins you get, the higher. Yeah, it's not a back bling though. It's like the crown emote. It's just in Blitz.
It's so stupid.
Like, I was really excited. I'm like, excuse me? So I don't have any of it, by the way, because I played that one Blitz match. Which, by the way, guys, I told you earlier, I lost a Blitz match on my first day of the season. I actually streamed it. And you can see me rage quit because I lost to a heal off in Blitz. How does that happen? How is Blitz going to heal off?
The fast-paced mode that's supposed to be all fight, no heals.
0 build, by the way, too, so you can't box up and heal. I don't know. Still tits about that. But, like that was such a cool idea. Now it's, like, at least if it was like the llama. Which, by the way, I also want to point out, I really like the llama. I don't know if you remember. The llama was the same thing for 6 seasons, and I completed it like 3 times and got no bonuses other than the XP. Like, there's so many cool things that they could have done. They just need to add this all together. A unique thing every season where we get a ranked skin, we get a back bling like this wings, and we get a back bling like the llama with survivor medals. It would be so cool. and so much every season. It'd be like Call of Duty. Every year we have barracks challenges, we have prestige, and we have a camo grind every season. How about every season, or at least imagine every chapter?
And you know what?
We just
Even
got
if
some
they
of
wanted
this.
to do something stupid like how, like, I'm always complaining about how super styles are just like different colors, same idea kind of thing. Even if they wanted to do something super easy and super like not creative, they could take the idea of like that wings back bling for Blitz, and every season they just recolor it, right? Because it's a super cool like back bling. Like if it were a back bling, it'd be super awesome. It would go with a lot of skins. It would be super really cool. Then the next season they come out with like a green version of it. Same back
Honestly,
bling,
super styles
but
is so
green.
great. Just the
And
super
it's
styles.
progressive,
No,
you
just
know?
the super styles. Imagine just the super styles of the season are the rewards you get for the back bling.
Like that would be
Because then at
super
least
cool.
you have a back
Just
bling
reskin
that
the
goes
same
with the
back
skins.
bling.
Because
And-
that's we've both complained about super styles. There's nothing to go with half of them.
But you know what? Reskin this, have it match every season's super style. And it could be the
JJ.
same exact thing, same
JJ.
exact progression. Every win like grows, you get another shard of the wings, whatever.
But JJ, that's cool. It makes sense.
So of course it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. What time are we at, by the way?
26.
Okay, because there's a lot we have to talk about. There's a lot we could keep rambling on about. So,
Mhm.
just see where we're at. Yeah. So that's Blitz. Let's talk about Reload. It's there still.
I haven't played it.
I was really annoyed. However, I did like the one weekend, which was really cool, where it was at the end of last season. And it was like double XP type of weekend, supercharged. But what was really cool was it was 100% chest spawns, and they were all rare chests, which is kind of cool. Time like weekend type of thing. Do you know what's really funny though? They also removed all the Halloween stuff, which was annoying, but at the same time, they made the loot pool bearable. So instead of the chapter 6 stuff, it was just a normal AR pump, tack. And I was like, cool. So hammer AR, like great reload loot pool with guaranteed like high tier stuff. And like I'd be dropping in like 3 minutes. I have a full loadout and like 200 material and max shield.
Yeah.
It was great. So that was fun. That's really it. I just really like that, and I wish we would get more stuff like that, like weekend events. I like Delulu, but like I don't care about Delulu.
Yeah.
Lego's doing Lego things.
Yeah. We touched on last time that they were getting rid of the one mode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you play it at all, like to see the Simpsons thing?
Oh no, not at all.
Okay. Wasn't there something else with Lego recently? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Did you see? Are you gonna get the $1,000 Death Star though?
I wish.
Anyway. What other modes do we got?
Who cares? Let's just talk about the main mode because that's what people are here for.
Ballistic.
Go suck a pickle. Simpsons.
Simpsons is here. We talked about the map. It's Springfield, but it's a combination of Fortnite. So obviously we have Simpsons POIs, but at the same time, they're very much Fortnite POIs. Also just Fortnite buildings. Like Camp Krusty's just Camp Cod.
Yeah, it's literally like they mixed Fortnite with Springfield. So take anything in Springfield that could plausibly be compared to a Fortnite POI and mix the two together. That's what it is.
So it's kind of cool. It's interesting. So we have, like I said, Camp Cod, Steamy Stacks, basic farm, and like, what's it called? Sweaty. No. Salty Springs. I got there in the end.
Yeah. Well, just give me like an out of 10 rating. What do you feel about the overall map?
I'm gonna give it 2 numbers. I'm gonna give it both a 8 out of 10 and a 5 out of 10. The 8 out of 10 is as a generalized map. Like, I really do think it's a solid map, and I think it would be great for something like Reload. But for normal BR, the loot feels really weak. I don't want mythic POIs, but I definitely want something like Tilted, like something with a little bit more loot and chest. There isn't really one of that. I feel like there's not a great amount of mobility on the map, like the geysers and stuff like that. And just stuff like that.
Yeah, that's fair. It's definitely built for smaller gameplay, and that absolutely shows when you're in a match, so.
Which I feel like smaller gameplay should be faster action, but we played earlier, and we straight up went for like 10 minutes without anyone. That was wild. Like, I am so confused by what I don't know. It's Fortnite. I'm gonna stop using my brain now. How about you?
I'd probably give it a 6. As an overall map, I don't mind it. The POIs are good, and like I said, the cell shading helps a lot with the theming, but I feel like if you removed the cell shading, it would feel like a crap map. Like, it is way too simple. There's not enough stuff there. Like you said, the loot just feels super bare, mobility super bare, and so with the cell shading, it's good, it's fun, but without it, I feel like it's just a crap made map.
I'll say what I told you earlier. Another thing that I've run into if you're a build player is I feel like a lot of this map I'm struggling to build, mostly just because it's like places in the floor. Like, I'm trying to build a wall on a stair, crank a little box because I'm getting shot at, and it's like half in the wall, and then I like bounce off of it and I bug out. That has happened to me a lot.
But yeah, weapons.
It's a map.
Any notes on the weapons?
So it's reload. Like, this is just reload. Smaller map, random loot pool. Like, it's just reload. Am I wrong?
No, it's absolutely what it feels like.
I like reload, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if it was just a separate, like, if it was a little event type of thing. Like, didn't we have another thing? Not Slurp. Didn't we have another? Squid Games. Squid Games literally had an entire event where it was crazy, and it was reload only. That's what this should have been.
We're gonna be getting Stranger Things too. Like, they're gonna have a reload map.
That's what this should have been. Like, it fits perfectly. Make it even a little bit smaller. Take 1 or 2 more POIs away. Just make it reload, because I feel like that's what it was meant to be. But then they're like, but they paid too much money, so we have to make it the main thing.
Reload should be a freaking collab mode. That's what it should be. It should just be like a cycle of collab maps. And then you have other things that you could do, like OG
I feel like
can be
Blitz
your more
would be
Fortnite core stuff. Blitz can be your Fortnite core stuff. But I feel
I feel like Blitz would be better for a collab mode, because you guarantee, like, just here is the collab items, like the Walking Dead guns. By the way,
made to be a battle royale though. Like, it's not built the same way that Fortnite the battle royale is, and I feel like that's why.
In Blitz, with the Walking Dead, we got the one bat. We also got the random explosive shotgun. I'm like, what is this? And then I almost killed myself because I pulling myself up. I remember when that dropped. Do you remember that at all?
Yeah, it was garbage.
It wasn't never in BR. It was just a creative item. Anyway, continue. It's really random.
But yeah, I feel like Reload is more built to be a BR-esque thing than Blitz is.
Fair.
But when it comes to the collabs, they're building these collabs to work as a BR. And so I think that's why Reload should just be that, because the map size is more appropriate, the loot pools are more appropriate. Just interject your collabs there. Give it a collab map, give it a collab guns, all of your collab stuff can be there, and that leaves Battle Royale itself free to be Fortnite and be Fortnite true and true. You don't have to deal with things like these weird mini seasons that we've been getting. They can just exist within Reload.
Yeah, because it's like, I was like, the season was about to drop and we got the loot pool. I'm like, this isn't the loot pool, right? No way, it's the Thunder, TAC, Ranger, and then Striker AR, but hit scan, suppressed AR and infantry, custom, like, new revolver, and then suppressed pistol. Like, what?
Yeah.
What? Like, it's just Reload. Also, how much have you used the ARs?
Good bit.
What are you feeling AR wise?
If I had to choose, I mean, I usually pick up the infantry rifle. I really like the infantry rifle, but that's technically not an AR. This is DMR.
It's an AR. It's
I mean,
an
it's
AR.
classed as an AR, but it's
It's an
a
assault
DMR.
rifle. No, it's an assault rifle.
It's
The
not.
M1 Grand's an assault rifle. It's not a marksman rifle.
Absolutely a DMR.
The
Anyway.
M1 Grand's not, but unrelated.
I think the suppressed AR is probably the best right now.
Is it just me or does the striker feel awful and really weak?
A lot of them do. Like, I feel like
I mean, no, a lot of them do. We'll
I
talk
feel
about
like a lot of the
SMGs for
background
sure.
changes that they make in like the game and how guns and bullets work have kind of screwed over some of these past weapons, because then all the ones that felt good are now different and they're not as reliable as they used to be.
Because stats-wise, I think it has a slightly higher fire rate, but it has so much weaker damage, lower magazine, and lower reload time. So, like, when it comes to because that's, again, most of the content that is popping up is just some meta stuff, because I really just don't care that much. Also, a lot of the people I would watch, like, Cypher's away. It's the break season. We talked about that beforehand. A lot of people are taking a break, and I think this is a perfect time to. I agree with you. Perfect time. It's not really that important. There's not, like, a big tournament like FNCS. It's just, if you want to take a month away, this is the time. Especially before Christmas and new chapter.
But Seth, you're missing the lore of Homer and his remote imaging thing with the 0-point shard.
Anyway, so the suppress is just better, like, spray power, right? Because you have more shots and it just takes longer and you reload faster. Is it just me or did they ruin my baby? They ruined the infantry.
Oh yeah, it feels bad.
And it's mostly because, why is it full auto? Who asked for that? I don't know if it's an OG. I really hope they didn't bug it and it's full auto and OG. Now, you're probably like, why would it? The semi-auto pistol, you know, the pistol that's labeled semi-auto pistol, is also full auto and OG. So, you know, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Yeah. Also, where's the models? Where's the models for the epic and legendary tack and infantry?
They take up too much file space. They had to clear that out for their Simpsons episode.
Also, have you used the mythic tack?
Yes,
Much.
I have.
What is better? Is there is a right answer. Legendary tack or mythic tack?
Honestly, I don't feel a difference.
So, it's actually the legendary tack. Obviously, the damage is really good on the mythic, right? You can actually two-shot, you can do 100 damage. You can two-shot. The build damage is weaker than rare.
Yeah, I saw that they nerfed the build damage on a bunch of guns.
Well, I don't think that was on purpose. I think it might be a bug or it's swapped or like something. Because why is the legendary doing like way more damage?
No, I think it's on purpose. I think they honestly did it on purpose because I saw this come up in the files. They like cut in half the build damage that a couple of attacks did. I don't think the legendary was one of them, but a couple of them they like cut in half the amount of build damage that they do.
But like the legendary you're still able to pickaxe and shoot it and take a wall. Like that's enough damage to take a wooden wall, whereas the mythic takes 2 or 3. So why?
Hold
like
on, let me
every
see if
other
I can
attack is
pull
the
up
same
tweet.
damage like scaling, except the mythic. Damage-wise, it's better, but build damage is just like I'd rather lose a few body shots. And this isn't even just for build mode, just to destroy walls, trees. I'd rather take a little bit of extra structure damage. Obviously, I'm not using attack. I'm using the thunder.
Yeah.
But I'm not using the ranger. I know you've been using it. It's nice that we have that. I miss having the long range shotguns and the gimmick shotgun. Do you know what else I've been feeling though? How much have you used the thunder? Obviously, I know you don't prefer it, but it's BR. You're gonna have to use what you get.
I've used it a bit, yeah.
Do you know what I miss and what like it's really awkward going back to, especially in build mode? The pullout time. The pullout time for the Sentinel is around 300 milliseconds, whereas this is 500 to 600. It is almost 2 times the pullout speed. So when you're editing and building and it feels so much clankier, that's why. Did you find the post?
I did not.
Okay. But yeah, it's just really weird what they're doing. Like, why is the mythic tack like this, and why is the infantry full auto?
Yeah.
Yeah, Thunder Shotgun's back. I like the Thunder Shotgun. That doesn't feel changed. How's the Ranger Shotgun? I don't think I've used it at all.
It's good. I mean, it's pretty much exactly what it used to be.
Is it changed at all, or is
It
it
feels
generally
pretty
the
much
same?
the same. I haven't looked at the stats themselves, but it feels pretty much exactly the same.
And then SMGs. This is where it gets really interesting. We got the classic machine SMG, machine pistol. You know, that gun that I used way back in the day in all golds as common because it wasn't supposed to be released for like another year. Is back. When was the last time we saw this? Was that chapter 3?
It was certainly a while ago.
How you feeling about this one?
I don't know. It's nice to have like something super fast, but I feel like its accuracy was not as good.
Yeah. I don't think it was ever like if you really ADS and like it definitely has a pretty tight and good hip fire, but yeah, it's really close range. Like that's what it is, and I think that's why we liked it. Like it's made for an SMG spot. It's not something you can use as an AR as well. It is SMG and that's it. It is close range, which I like. Do you know what I don't like? What the other SMG, like the compact SMG, what even is that? Like that's completely new. That's a new gun at this point.
Compact SMG?
The other SMG.
It's
called the
Surge
Compact.
Fire?
No. That's the compact. The other SMG in the game is the compact.
No, it's the Surge Fire.
It's the compact. It's the compact SMG. It's the compact SMG. It has 30 rounds. The Surge Fire was the chapter 6 gun. It's the compact SMG, but it's not the compact SMG that's in OG, which is a 40 round. It has a different audio. The model is slightly different. It has 30 rounds, and the damage and everything's completely different. It feels really awkward.
I found the tweet.
Yeah?
Tactical shotgun environmental structure
Oh,
damage
that's-
reduced by 22%. 75 to 58. 5.8 damage per shell.
Do you want to send that to me?
Yeah. And then the suppressed AR reticle spread when firing was decreased by 10%.
I feel that. You saw that.
Yup.
I was playing. I was trying to hit did not go well. But no, yeah, the SMGs just feel really awkward. And I don't mind not having a spray meta or OP SMGs. But man, I miss, what's it called? The combat SMG and the Stinger SMG days.
Yeah.
Because at least they were viable. I feel like nowadays SMGs just are not the play.
You leaned really far away from your mic. You got so quiet.
I did, because I'm actually like in a match right now to see if I can find a compact SMG to look at the numbers.
Bro's playing Fortnite while recording.
JJ cannot do this. This is an only Seth thing. Purely
Yeah.
because JJ's Wi-Fi would obliterate itself.
Not just my Wi-Fi. My setup does not allow for it right now.
Yeah, like he might have it open, but for actual gameplay, that's not happening.
Yeah, definitely no.
By the way, what time are we at?
43. So we need to get on to some
Okay.
of our other matters here.
Because there's another matter that we absolutely must discuss. And
Yeah.
while we do this, I'm still going to try to find a Surge Fire compact SMG.
So Seth, what's this other matter?
I mentioned it earlier, like this is a thing that really matters to me. The economy side of Fortnite. I'm not saying I want Fortnite to make more money. I'm saying with the item shop, that really affects support creator codes and eventually going back to people. And then eventually we're going to have, Game Pass type of things. And so with that, they added a new cosmetic type, which is a scam. It's a full-on scam.
It's not that bad on base level, right? It's sidekicks. You get a little pet that follows you around the match. Only you and your teammates can see it. It doesn't, like, you don't see other people's unless they're in your party. It's not that bad of an idea, right? Like, sure, you can equip it. You can not have it equipped if you're a sweat, whatever. It's just a fun little thing that you can have on the side. The problem is...
Hold up, before I die, I found a blue one. Compact SMG, 17 damage, 11 fire rate, 30 magazine, 2.2, fires at a very high rate, dealing great damage, but consuming a lot of ammo. It's just not the same, though. Like, this is not an SMG. Like, the model looks slightly different, too. Like, it is just not an SMG we've ever had.
Anyway, the problem with these sidekicks is you only get one chance to customize them. When you buy it in the shop, mind you, it costs around 1,500 V-Bucks for one. When you buy it, you get one shot right then and there to customize it. There's like
I tried to get out of that menu and you can't. You can't equip it. You have to choose a style.
Yeah, right then and there. You have to, must. Like, not undebatable. You have to. And there's like 4 categories, maybe 5 of different things that you can swap around. Just like for an example, Bonesy. He has 2 different colors that you can choose for him. One of them is like his back color. One of them is like his chest color. I think you can choose his eye color. And then you have like ear position, I guess.
Yeah,
like
it's like
floppy
ears
or like stiff ears. And then what was the last one?
Like the skin color.
I don't know. But then you have like the sweaters that you can unlock later. But not counting the sweaters, all of these things you get to choose once out of like, each thing has like 7 different options you can choose from. You choose one of them, and as soon as you're done customizing, you name that, and you can never change it again unless you buy it again for full price in the shop. So spend another 1,500 V-Bucks to get the same item, to get one chance to customize it, and then you have a duplicate. That's slightly different.
1. First time we've also ever been able to repurchase a cosmetic. There's never been a single cosmetic that you could purchase more than once. 2nd, what happens if I accidentally give it the same style?
You can't.
You can't?
You can't. No, it says, sorry, you already have something that is this customization.
Good. Still stupid.
Yeah.
I would not mind this, by the way. I don't think that's a bad thing. If it was 3, 4, 500 V-Bucks.
I can understand, and I'm pretty sure we talked about this in the past, like a long, long time ago. I can understand buying the thing, like I can buy Bonesy, and then charge me 50 to 100 V-Bucks for each additional, like, customization option. So, like, I buy it once, I get to customize it to lock it in, and then if I want to change his color again, I have to pay 50 to 100 V-Bucks to unlock that color, and then I have that color forever for this sidekick.
I do want to say,
and I have to do that for each thing.
I don't think we want that, but we're okay with that. Obviously, we should just be able to buy and just have the styles. But if they want to, do that way, that's not that bad. Like, that is okay to us.
Because then, if I really want to change it, I'm not paying $1,500 to change just the color. Like, if I really just wanted a brown Bonesy instead of a gray, but still keep everything else the same, then I'm not paying $1,500. I'm just paying 100 V-Bucks to change his color. That is fine. It's not ideal, but it is fine. I don't mind it.
1,500 though? To buy a whole new pet? Wild. Also, I want to point out something that I was actually talking with someone, which really blew my mind, and I just completely forgot about it. Remember when they added cars? We got a car in the Battle Pass. When was the last time we had a car in the Battle Pass?
Yeah, we haven't got one in a while. I guess that's right.
When was the last time we got an instrument in the Battle Pass?
Yeah.
JJ, how many free shoes do we have still?
Yeah.
Like, they keep giving us this crap. But, like, if you don't purchase it, you don't need to engage it.
The problem is, instead of fixing the things that didn't work, they're adding new things and hoping they'll work. So, like, instead of going back and being like, oh, shoes didn't sell well, instead of reducing the price on them and, making them more accessible and, I don't know, a little cooler even, instead of going back and changing that, they just, here's sidekicks now. Here's another scam item, and instead of fixing it, they're probably just going to be like, okay, well, I didn't like sidekicks. How about we add, I don't know, you can now change the weird drone thing that comes down and de-digitizes you when you die. You can now customize that.
And, like, it's not that that's a problem, but it's, like, my problem is the fact that, like, every Battle Pass at this point should have, it's the fact that throughout the years, we've just lost cosmetic types. Obviously, pets just weren't used enough. I feel like that made sense. But, like, wraps, instruments, cars, you're telling me we don't use that enough? Shoes are at the top of the list sometimes when they drop a new pair of Jordans for $10 for virtual shoes. Now, here's another reason why I'm scared about this. really hope we don't get pet hats and shoes too. Because
Every cosmetic for your pet as well.
the reason I say that is, why is Aura still in the main character tab, but not sidekicks? When you go to your locker, like, you have a whole thing for raps and lobby, which is only 3 things. You have all of these instruments, but you don't have Aura, which is only for the music mode, right? Right? But you can't put sidekicks, which, by the way, you can put your kicks on, right? So, because they're in every mode, but you can't put sidekicks, which is also in every mode, except for possible rated modes, for like UEFN. And Rocket Racing.
They added a whole tab for one icon. That tells me they're probably going to add some more icons to that page.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, legitimately, I wouldn't mind having the ability to Frankenstein our characters, to be able to change the drone, to be able to change the smoke particles. But if we're going to be charging 1,500 multiple times for a cosmetic type, and you only get one try, right, at the cosmetic, you only get Peely, you only get the 1 pair of shoes. And they're not going to give us other stuff to try out. And I'm not saying we need free stuff, right? I think everyone got Jordans for free, right? Or whatever the shoes were,
Nikes,
right?
I think it was a Nike.
Whatever they were. I'm not saying we need them for free, but add it to the battle pass, right? Like, free skins are still sought after, right? They're for specific events or Christmas or something. Put it in the battle pass.
Better
Put it in
yet,
the crew.
Seth, they promised that we would be getting some shoe items of skins that we already own. So,
And
like,
that
my
is
wolf
the
skin,
next thing I want to
he's
talk about.
wearing sneakers. Why can I not have gotten his sneakers as a customizable item that I can equip to other skins?
So that's another thing I want to talk about. Like, for example, the skin that I was wearing earlier, this, like, you know, samurai Japanese type of skin. They have the classic shoes, which is like a wooden plank. Imagine me would have put that on everything. That'd be really cool. And for pets, I think it's confirmed you get Bonesy, but you only get him 1 time, by the way. You don't get a discount if you already own him. So if you get Bonesy, you get 1 style option. But, like, do you know what we're definitely not getting? The ice dog. Like, I would love that ice. You know what I'm talking about? And do you know what really Now, I'm not saying it's impossible, because here's the other thing. In the Simpsons trailer, or episode, we actually got one of the pets from season 9. So, maybe we get them as items. So if you have all these pets, but the problem is, am I just going to get 1 style? So if I do get the ice dog, do I have to choose ice dog or the normal dog? Do I only get 1?
Probably.
Because if so, that's awful. That's actually awful. Like, this really makes me sad, honestly, because, like, this is something that we've been waiting for. I've been waiting for years. I'm more excited about this than like weapon charms or something, or attachments when we had that in chapter 5. This is something really cool, but to do it this way and to charge so much is just awful. Like, it's awful.
Anyway, Seth, we have 7 minutes left. I want to talk about this last thing.
Yeah?
There we go. I was waiting for confirmation. This is a give and take here. This is not a one-sided podcast. Come on.
I was waiting. Well, because
Seth.
you already said 7. You already said 7.
Well, yeah,
Get
I
it? Because
said
you
it,
said
but I
7 minutes.
don't want to talk about it.
You said
Seth,
7 minutes.
The 7. Chapter 7 is coming.
Wait, no. Chapter SEVEN is coming, not the numerical number.
The smelly cheese ball. The co-founder of Epic Games himself has practically confirmed not only that they are going to be focusing more on the story of Fortnite. Like, he responded to somebody saying that they, like, love this story and not to let it go to crap. He's like, I will pass this on to the team. Thanks for your input. Not only is that the first ever confirmation from him that we've got about the Fortnite story, but he then proceeded to tease the 7, saying that basically the 7 are going to be coming back for Chapter 7 of Fortnite.
Also, Peely. Do you want to mention him real quick?
Peely's jacket, where was this? This
Stranger
was
Things.
Yeah, the Stranger Things, that's right. The Stranger Things.
Really wild stuff happening in
I
the
know.
world right now.
It's crazy crossovers, but his jacket had the 7's logo on it. And this is something that was recently made. This is not an old outfit that they pulled out. This is like a recent thing. It had
For
the
this
7's
event.
logo on it.
Also, Donald Mustard released a picture of his cat, and his forehead is the symbol of the 7.
Not quite. But, you know.
He has 7 features.
This is the first time Donald Mustard has tweeted anything that hasn't been explained. Like, his past tweets since he has left Fortnite have all had, like, a explanation along with the photo. This is the first one he has released without an explanation, and people are going crazy because Donald Mustard basically created the 7. The Fortnite story, the 7 was his thing, his idea, his baby. And so if they're bringing it back, I see it only fit that they at least bring him on as a consultant or a writer of this story.
Cool.
No thoughts on that? Come on.
No.
Do you want him to come back?
I don't know, just because I just... Here's the other problem, is I still think it's really cool that Dwayne The Rock Johnson is the foundation and everything, but when we have all these celebrity actors, the chances of us getting these little side things, because it's not just a Epic Games employee like Jonesy and Hope or something like that can get.
I think this is the perfect opportunity to recast, because not only, even if they want to say that the 7 died, we have variants, right? Like, we have loopers, like different loop versions. They can easily recast as someone else. They can say that, especially because of the reality tag on the paradigm that we got, they could easily say that the paradigm that we originally had in Chapter 1 is actually, what's her face?
Singularity.
Yeah, Singularity.
But that was confirmed, wasn't it?
It was confirmed that they were separate people, but that was when we were talking about the paradigm that is Brie Larson. If we really want to, we could say both of them were paradigm, and this one is the one that was originally part of the core 7 and not like the celebrity version.
This is the other problem why I really don't care, and I don't want him coming back, because I do not think Fortnite has handled the combination, because you have to realize it is multiple dimensions, multiple realities, right? Because it's not just realities, it's dimensions. Like, Island 0 is its own dimension, let's be honest here, right? It's its own thing. It's not just, you know, this parallel world. It's its own thing, mixed with time travel, mixed with, like, Doctor
once again, I feel like it was handled well while Donald Mustard was there. I
For
feel
Chapter
like
1, Chapter
2,
2
Chapter 1
when
and Chapter 2.
I don't think Chapter
both
2.
of them really worked out well, and I think, yes, when they started to getting to, like, reality numbers and stuff, it got a little confusing, but I feel like he had a plan, he just didn't have the time to finally flesh it out, because he ended up leaving, right? So I feel like if they gave him another shot to make it work, I feel like it could really turn into something that makes a whole lot of sense.
But then I feel like a lot of it will be retconned. Like, it has to be retconned. Like, we can't... The
they
story
would
that we
have
have
to do
is
a lot
wrong.
of retconning. But
and at that point, make a new game. Just, like, give Tom Mustard make him a new creative map, and he gets his own Fortnite.
This is Fortnite. Everything can be
Fortnite
erased in a
map.
snap. Start over.
This
like,
ain't
literally
Marvel.
Start over.
This ain't Thanos.
But that's what the 0 point does. They had a black hole, right? Like, you can literally start from scratch just because you want to.
But the
Like,
IO
it's
were
not
existed
hard.
in both the original and now. So even then, when we had a reality wipe, we still had all of reality. Because the 7 were on both Chapter 1, re-wiped time, and still are around.
But wipe it again.
A black hole! A black hole couldn't do it.
Fix
The
it
0 point
again.
black hole can't wipe the 7. What do you think another black hole is gonna do?
I believe in them.
Wait, actually, if they survived a black hole, are we talking? So I'm gonna go with anime power scaling here. How strong are the 7 if they can survive a black hole? Because that's a lot of force. And a multi-dimension, like, are these omnipresent beings? Okay, I'm done. I'm assuming
59 minutes.
I think that's enough.
Yup. Anyway, thanks for listening. Go follow us. Go join the Discord.
And Instagram and Twitter at Nerdrant Podcast. Niche platform, go.
Go listen on YouTube Shorts? ? That's not niche.
What?
No, I don't have a niche
Shut up.
one.
We're done. Goodbye.
Bye.